What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and everybody talking about Gunna. As you can see, he home. Pictures of him being released on the internet. You know, it's rumors about Gunna telling too. A lot of people saying, nah, y'all got that wrong. He took a plea agreement, the Alfred agreement, which clearly shows that, you know, he kind of took a guilty charge, but he still maintains his innocence. He not working with them. You know, that's what people do. When they got a good lawyer, they found the loophole where he can still get out of jail, and he can plead guilty, but he not agreeing with anything they got going on, which is halfway true. You know, the Alfred plea agreement has been here for a while, and I'm pretty sure Gunna and them been knew about that soon they got locked up. But the thing about this is, you know, that agreement that he took is normally something that people take when they own a crime, really they self, or maybe with just another co-defendant. That's not nothing people normally take when they're in these RICO cases, because even though you plead guilty, but you still can maintain your innocence and shit like that, you know, it kind of gives off the impression that, you know, the state is right, you know, because the Alfred agreement is basically you pleading guilty while maintaining your innocence, basically because you feel like they got a lot of evidence that, you know, it's a high chance that they can convict you. So you do this agreement, almost like a no contest, a plea agreement, but not exactly a no contest. But, you know, this is normally what you do when you feel like they got all the evidence, I've been caught, you know, I'm going to jump into this this Alfred agreement, and I'm going to be guilty, but I'm going to maintain my innocence at the same time, you know, because they got a lot of evidence, and more than likely I ain't going to be able to beat that case. So when Gunna took this agreement, it gives, you know, these people more of a high probability to feel like they got Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? Because basically Gunna tapped out with the white flag, say, hey, y'all got this evidence, there's no way I can beat this. So, you know, that kind of speaks volume for Young Thug and the rest of YSL. It's not really looking good for them, you know, if he had to take this agreement deal, you know, to basically say, you know, I think y'all got a lot of evidence. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this, you know. That just kind of feel bad on Thug, and it kind of throws Thug under the bus. You know, these type of agreements was given to people like, I believe, Rowdy Rebel and shit like that, but they didn't want them agreements, you know. Those things kind of, you know, build extra time for the other people who on the case, you know. So normally, you know, you got to wait it out, either take it to trial or work out a deal that's best for everybody in the crew, you know. Young Thug fighting this too. Now, don't get me wrong, it's every man for itself. That's why I say I'm not sure if Gunna told. I can't really put this under the snitching, but it looks like he only looked out for himself, you know. And I think that's what everybody got to do in this trial, you know, in this case. People looking out for their own self now, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what this was. I can't say this was a tell, but this was, you know, a little on the messy side. Young Thug locked up, actually. So we haven't heard him speak. We haven't heard him send no word out from the jail or anything like that, you know. I'm not sure if he going to say anything negative, but, you know, it's rumors on the internet that Gunna told. I'm not sure we can put that under the telling, but when you look at the Alfred agreement, the plea agreement that he took, you know, even though he maintained his innocence, it's basically saying that he believed that they had a lot of evidence and there was no way he can beat that. That speaks value for Young Thug when his trial come up, in my opinion. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth.